What is going on, YouTube? It's been a minute since I've made a video. I'm just going to do a quick summary on this retrofit for you. These are JDM one-piece headlights, and I've retrofitted them with a Acme Super, I believe that's the name. I got the box around here somewhere. Here's the part number. Acme Super H1 projector, and it has a shroud around it with a halo. Now these are $50 projectors. Shroud with a halo is $50, and I bought an HID kit, Op7. These were 20 or 30 bucks. Anyway, so this is just a huge budget kind of deal, you know what I mean? So other things I needed. Oh, some people reuse the sealant that's already in here, but I like the added protection, so I bought some butyl rubber. This is actually made for windows. Part number for you. O'Reilly carries this. Works pretty good. Some nasty stuff, but it works well. Guess I could show you how I did this now. Obviously this piece goes right on there like that. So this is what the headlights would look like from factory. Now what I was doing, I was using a heat gun. I'm going to show some pictures of this. Using a heat gun up along the actually the bottom side. I started with the bottom side because, as you can see, well, all these little minor flaws, they look like big gouges on camera, but they're really not. I'm just kind of picking at it. You can see. Anyways, I do the bottom because if you get any flaws, picking at it, you want them to be at the bottom. And then what I do basically is I use the heat gun. I start over here, right here on the bottom, come around. I get like halfway, and that gives me enough to just peel the whole thing back as I'm heating it up. It's got to be really hot with the heat gun. Tools that I use for that. Here's one. Basically, it's got the butyl rubber all over it, or whatever that OEM stuff is. Pry screwdriver. You could just heat up a screwdriver and bend it, probably. Something like this. I mean, this didn't work very well, so I didn't use it. This is a really nice tool too. These are for rings, but see how you press it and you could go like that. Basically, you can get in between it, lightly push. Usually I go in like crooked, push a little bit, lightly, just very lightly. You don't want to imprint that plastic, because once it is hot, it's very easy to leave a mark. When you get to this corner, just be careful. This is the most fragile part, and also the weather stripping. I recommend keeping it on if you can. I just took it off. It's a big mistake. You're gonna put that back on later, and I do too, but it just doesn't look the same as factory. Before you heat it up though, make sure you got all the bulbs out and stuff. One bulb there, and then obviously low beam. If you're gonna reuse this sealant, try to get most of the sealant to stay in the actual housing part, not the lens. It's gonna come out in 3 pieces. This piece will come out too. So then basically test fit your projector and your shroud. Mark where it needs to be cut if it does need to be cut. I got lucky on these. This is the driver's side, and I don't have to cut it all. The first one I did was the passenger side, and I ended up cutting it because I didn't know what I was doing. Live and learn, but I mean, you can't really tell just because it's so embedded back. It's just a little bit shorter than this side, but anyways. So then you got a test fit. you've cut it to where you want it, and these H1s. I got a lock ring. You can see it. There's a lock ring on the top. Okay, so first off, it comes out like a socket. The projector looks like this. Then it comes out. This is really emphasized. Like this. It's got a shaft basically with threads on it. That's coming out of your headlight right there. And then we're gonna put right here is a suction, or not a suction, it's a seal, this rubber seal that forms to this. And then you got that piece, the adapter piece, which goes on the top of another seal. So it's got the adapter piece. This adapter piece right here, it's a H4 adapter piece. It's what the CB3 uses, Japanese headlight. This is another adapter. This is, I don't remember. Anyways. Then you got a lock ring. Now this lock ring is going to go on there and tighten up against this, which is basically going to lock this whole projector in place. And then after that, you got the this piece held in with 3 little bolts. Now that's for holding the bulb. Now this is an H1. Yeah, this is an H1 projector, so I have a H1 bulb. Basically, it's gonna go in there like so, and then this piece will clip in. It goes the other way around, but anyways. All right. Let's see. Put this on. Okay, so now that you got this in, this is basically where I'm at right now. I'm not going to show you how to do this because it's so much easier doing it by myself. I don't have a tripod. This is just on my phone. My next step, I'm going to clean this whole area pretty well. I'm going to try to get some of this gunk off. I use a heat gun and just kind of pry it off with a screwdriver. Now, I should be going up a little bit more. Anyways, I can make adjustments once I do press it on. Yeah, there we go. You see what I mean. Anyways, so I'm gonna actually heat this up also, and I'll show you really quick because this is actually pretty useful. So I'm heating it up. I want this to get real gooey and soft, almost like a liquid. Now I'm gonna heat this up, and I'm gonna tuck it in that channel back there, so I get a good seal. But I am actually using more sealant, so I'm just gonna lay it over the top of it. Oh, I don't want to use this screwdriver. That's a clean one. This stuff's nasty, so this is hard to film at the same time. Oh, it's not hot enough. Not hot enough. Alright, here we go. And it would probably help if my screwdriver was clean. Yeah, I'm flattening it out. Alright. Then you're going to place this back on. Heat it like crazy with the heat gun. You could also use the oven. I didn't mention that earlier, but you can. So you're going to place it on like that, and then use some clamps or just press it on with your hands. It's just whatever you do, don't press on this side because it's going to be vulnerable. You're going to have to press on it like crazy. Like you're going to have to use so much force if you end up using this. You can use clamps also. Clamps don't really do much except for help you get set up after it's pressed on. I mean, those clamps don't give you a lot of force. Now we got these clips. I think I'm missing a few of them. Basically, I have 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. I think there's supposed to be 3 on the top though. I'm gonna have to grab one from the junkyard or something, or eBay. So then you're gonna press it on, and you can honestly just use it right away. What you want to do before this, make sure that your projector is level, perfectly level. So I'm going to probably take this outside, plug it in, and see what it looks like, and adjust it from there. Now my passenger side projector, I kind of messed up. It's a little crooked, but whatever. Live and learn again, but here's what it is. I might redo it later, but make sure it's level. The cutoff you want, I think it said online it was 50 feet. So you'd mark the height of your, say this is your bumper. You'd mark, let's say this is 10, or let's say this is a foot, okay? Let's make it 2 feet. This is 2 feet, and you'd park about 50 feet from a door or a big wall, and garage door works pretty good. Make sure it's level, and then you would walk all the way over to the door and mark. They said 5 inches, or it. Basically, you want it level, but you don't want it anything more than level. They prefer it to be a little bit lower than your headlights, because you want it to be slight downward angle. If you do it level, it's fine, but I think they want it just under how tall your headlight is. You don't want them tilted up, because going up and down hills and stuff like that will just be nasty. Actually, yeah, I can kind of show you what the other one looks like right now. It's probably raining outside, but oof, yeah, it's raining. I don't know if it'll be able to pick it up on camera, but this is wired to my parking light. So these are the angel eyes. Jeez, you can't even see it. Great. I'll have to post a picture. This is just the angel eyes. Parking lights are only on. And projectors. These kind of take a while to warm up. I'm not big on them, but they're cheap. Looks very dull in the video, but this is super bright. This is just one headlight. You can kind of see those colors. This is I believe 6K. Oh no, pure white. I don't really remember. Anyways, that's that. And one thing I forgot to mention is these are Biexon projectors. Now what that means, all projectors have a shield, which makes a cutoff line so you don't blind people. They're not reflective housings. So there's a cutoff in there. Biaxon means that these have built-in high beams. So there's a shield in there, and it looks like that, or so. And the light is going out this way. And then it makes this nice cutoff. That's a terrible cutoff, but it makes a nice cutoff. So you wire, there's some wires coming out of here. You're gonna hook them into, which ones are they? They are these ones. You hook them into your high beams. So those are now hooked into your high beams. When you hit the high beam switch, this shield goes down. Then you get a full on, no shield, no nothing, high beam. Pretty cool. Now, what I did to run those angel eyes was fairly simple. On the JDM headlights, all Cb7s or CBs or whatever you want to call them, they have two sets of these. One with the connections, I believe, depends which way you're holding it, but anyways, both the connections are parallel, and then there's this one. I use the one I use the ones that are parallel. Now, the ones that are parallel, I believe, are for the stock corner light or something like that, but I do know that they are used properly in Japan for the side markers. I don't know about this USDM stuff. It's been too long since I've had USDM headlights. So anyways, I guess you could wire them in with these, but this would be like blinking, and that would be probably pretty obnoxious. I thought about doing it, but why would you want that color blinking? I think legally it would have to be amber. I'm not sure. It's pretty bright as it is, so. Anyways, it looks really cool. I'm learning a lot on how to do this. Oh man, the first time I did it, I was not having a good time, but this one's going by fairly smooth. This shroud, I did not tell you, this shroud is just screwed in. You'll see in the pictures, but look at that. Damn, it looks good. Anyways, sorry this isn't a full-on DIY, but about a 20-minute video for you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, comment about anything you want to see done, or ask any questions, Accord or H22 related. Let's see. There's a lot of stuff that I haven't posted on this YouTube in a long time, and I've done a lot. So I don't know, maybe I'll end up posting more, but I'm kind of busy. Anyways, a little update, and hopefully I can get F20B stroker video coming soon. We'll see. Peace.